Hello everybody, Hardcore Ninja here with another SFML 2D side-scroller game engine tutorial. In the last video, we've finally completed all of the components we need to design our beautiful, beautiful levels in the editor state. Today is the day we build the editor state, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, so the editor state is something that you're gonna actually, if you were to like complete the game, you'd actually hide this from your customers. Um, but essentially, we're gonna build a state for us to develop tile maps. And generically, the tile maps will be, tilemap.ini. But once you've completed a level, you just are going to change the name of that INI file to like level 1 INI, home 1 INI. You're going to have different keywords for whatever you want to name your different tile maps. And I can give you a little example from the game engine here. And also I found out, I think in the very first video, I couldn't show you like how I was, expanding and making the tiles larger and bigger. I figured out what was wrong with the code. For whatever reason, I had to. So down here, uh, essentially, if I bring this up, I'll be able to show you. So this is like for doubling and halving the size of the tile. So if I just like bring it up here in the code, it will work. Um, See, but I can double and halve the size of tiles, so, and I can scroll through here, and like I can grab this entire tree, put the whole tree down like that, instead of like having to like do every little like ridiculous like this, you know. So that's why we implemented all those scroll functions, okay? And so essentially, once you make a tile map, once you make a tile map, I'll do that later. Well, once you make a tile map, they look like this, okay? And you just name it for whatever you want. And in the game state, we'll have an update function called update door collisions. And remember, we have that string. We have that string here for a door name. Okay. So if you have the door, you can give it a unique identifier, and if you if the player intersects that, it's going to pop the current tile map and push the new one. And you see I have the color code system here, like this. So these are all those color codes that we added. So you see, now you see all the color coding, and you see all the color coding. So like the red stuff in this is like it's like a wall, you know. And this stuff will show up even in the game. You see, okay. Okay. You see I'm popping and I'm pushing the levels like that. So that's the point of having all these different tile types, so we can like assign a specific type to the tiles and stuff. So hopefully you understand the importance of everything we've just done. Cool. Cool. All right. Time to move on to the editor. Let me get my editor notes out. One thing we should probably do, but I don't want to do right now because I actually don't have a lot of time because I have a guitar student. Um, but we can go to project, add class. All right, it's going to be called the editor, and it'll have a base state class. Make this cross-platform if in-depth editor h define end if. Okay, cool. Private, public. Okay. All right, just throw this in your state. Your states. Okay. Cool. All right, so obviously we need the tile map. We also need like the texture selector, and we need all this stuff so we can manipulate these things from the editor state. Okay. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get those down. So this will be std unique pointer. No, tile map. Oh, first you're going to want to add the tile map class to your base state class. It's number one. Include tile map.h. Oh, and another thing is we're probably going to want to add this to the base state. So tile map std unique pointer tile map. Okay. Call this tile map. Okay, because we could use the tile. We can make tile maps also for the main menu and stuff, like what I did in the other one. You want to like show a demo of the game there. Okay, so we don't even need to put that there. So we need the tile map variables. All right. Okay, so if we go back to our tile.h, actually I wouldn't even call these are actually tile variables. Okay, so these are actually tile variables, and the tile variables and the tile variables we have are well, if you look at I'm looking at the wrong thing. This being closest. All right, here. So the tile variables we have are the tile rotation. So make this an unsigned short. Tile rotation. Okay. String door name. And then just the tile type. So tile map tile type tile tile type. Okay. So those are the tile variables, the important ones that we need. Okay. Oh, yeah, all right, so we need max. All right, yeah. So we should Okay, so we should have a max rotation. And what we can do here is we can do max tile type equals 7 right now. Okay. We do max tile rotation, and then we can do max tile type. Okay. Oh, also, I guess the tile layers, yeah. Um, all right, so that aspect of it is actually a tile map. So that will be so this will be our tile variables, and then tile map variables, and what do we? So tile layers is unsigned. Okay. So make this unsigned um, tile layers, and then unsigned max tile layers. Okay. And then, all right, then we need the texture selector. This will only be in the editor class, so we can, that's why we'll just have this here. Essentially, if you need something, if you need a variable, a member variable in more than one class, and you have inheritance, just go ahead and add it to the base class. Texture selector. Okay. Yeah, I have a guitar student at 6 o'clock. So, man, I might have to end this early, but STD, unique pointer, tile map, texture selector. This would be a texture selector. Okay, and then yep, and then this will be the selector SF rectangle shape, and this will be the selector rec. So this will be like the selector rec that we place the tiles on the ground, and the red one in the actual texture selector is actually for selecting what part of the texture you want. Okay, and then we have a sidebar. Yep, sidebar. This is all kind of part of the same thing, so I'll just SF rectangle rectangle shape sidebar like that. You don't even really need that sidebar, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of the sidebar because it's just kind of unnecessary. You don't even need it. All right, so float, yeah, we need to float for the camera speed. Speed. Okay. Great. Awesome. Okay, we will need a view. So I'm not sure at what point I will create the view, but I will create the view. Init variables, right? So this will be our initializers. Let's go ahead and do this. All right. So in the init variables, yep. So yeah, we want to this door name is equal to null. Okay. Uh, this tile type will be equal to tile map tile type oops, tile type default. This max tile type will be equal to that max one we made. Max tile type. I guess I'll kind of do this in the same order. This rotation will be equal to 0. And oh man, I forgot. All right, so 90 times 2, 180. All right, so 180 plus 90. So this will be this tile rotation. No, I'm sorry. Max tile rotation will be equal to 270 degrees because 0 is 360. So that's that. And yeah, the camera speed, yeah. So the camera speed, because we'll be doing by delta time, this camera speed will be equal to 1280 f. That's going to be a good number for that. Oh, get out of here. Okay. Tile layers. All right, cool. Right. So yeah, we got the tile rotation, then we got the door name, right? And then we got this tile layers will be equal to 0. This max tile layers will be equal to 10, right? View variables, it's going to be for the view. Okay, so it's going to be tile map variables. And this is going to be tile variables. Great. Excellent. And if we go back to editor here, yes, yeah, so this is actually a view variable. Camera speed regarding the view. Okay. So tile rotation. Cool. All right, great. And then the next thing we need, God, quit asking that. Close other tabs, close all tabs. Okay. All right, so now the keybinds, okay. Okay, so now we're gonna need to make the editor keybinds here. And we got a lot of different, all right, so here we got, save as, so it's going to be editor keybinds dot ini. And the editor keybinds, yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much copy these, because they'll be the exact same thing as I have in here, really. Okay, so pause the game will be escape. We don't have a pause menu yet, but we will. Do not need the collision toggle. Tile type will be, to change the tile type will be T, WSAD for moving. Rotate the tile. Tile layer, scroll up, scroll down. All right, that's just if you wanted to use the keyboard for that. All right, left shift, backspace. All right, yeah, so this will be double. Oh, and let me follow the whatever I did for the other. Let me just see. Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't have all caps for the others, so that's something I will do just to make it. This will just be pause game tile type. So this will be camera up. All right, this is literally just left shift for a modifier. That's all right. This is literally backspace uh, for if you want to delete it when you're making the door name. All right, so this is going to be double uh, tile size. This is going to be have tile size, just like that. Okay. And I'm just going to do a quick find here just to see if there's any. Yeah, that's fine. There's no information on the back. All right, cool. All right, let's get out of this. All right, so that's good. So save that. Editor, keybinds, beautiful. It's all you need. Um, and I will have this on GitHub too, so you can look at it. This would be editor, just editor. Keybinds and put it in here so you can easily get to it in Visual Studio to look at the data like that. Okay. Cool. All right. So now we're gonna do void init keybinds. Okay. Look at this. Oh yeah. So now see, now that we have the keybind thing going, it's super easy. We just literally, all the keybinds initializers are going to be identical, okay? So you just do this, just like that. You just copy that, put it in here, but the only thing you have to change is that this is going to be, okay, just like, it's just going to be exactly like that. Okay, everything else is going to be the same. Okay. All right, so after the keybinds, we do the font. Oh, we don't even need to do this font because we don't even. All right, so we do. So we need. All right, so we need a text. Um, I assume every state will need a text of some type. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this as a mm, actually, nah, because it's gonna be like text specific for this. Um, so do uh, uh, debug text. It's essentially debug text, SF text, text. Okay. So yeah. So if I go to editor, I can go to void init text. Okay. And all you want to do is do this text dot set font going to be, just got to dereference this game details, this, no, font, give it that font, cool. And then this, text dot set size will be like, I think 10's pretty good, all right. Then this, text dot set fill color will just be SF color white. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's all you need, man. Okay, so yeah, so that's good. And then all right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so this is a very dynamic way to initialize your tile map so that you never really have to touch it. We will have to build a tile PNG of some type, but we'll just put like really any image in here right now just to make sure that that it works. But yeah. Okay, so we will have to make a little tilemap.ini. So sure, download. You're gonna patch install. This really wants to install this. All right, cool, cool. Oh yeah, whatever. Are you done? Oh wow, good job. All right, cool. All right, so we'll make a file save as tilemap.ini. Okay, cool. And cool. Okay, so some things that we will need. So yeah, so we need the tile map dimensions. So I will just say for right now it's going to be 30 by 30. And then the tile size, I don't even know what the tile size is going to be, but I'm just going to make it 30 for right now. And yep, that's about it. It's about all we need for right now. So I'm just going to save that. And then if I go to editor here, that's fine. And then we'll do void init tile map. Okay, here we go. Bam. All right, so this is going to be SF vector 2i. This is going to be called map. It's map size. Yeah, I'm going to call it map size. Map size equal to SF vector 2i 0, 0 right now. Just to initialize it. Okay. And then unsigned tile equal to 0. Okay. And then yeah, std in file stream config tile. Well, here, let's go to config now. Add new filter tile map. And what we'll do is we'll add that tile map to here. Easily look at it. Just like that. Bam. If open IFM map size x map size this is going to be a tile size map map size. Oh no, no, I'm sorry. Tile size Okay, and that's all we really need to do, right? Else row error failed to load the error it or failed to load right dot close. All right, so now that we have pulled that information from the tile map, we will be able to dynamically do this. So we can always have just one tile map file, and this is just so much help. This is just really helpful when you're making a lot of tile maps. All right, so this is going to be this tile map. It's going to be equal to std make unique tile map, like that. Okay. Groovy. And all right, so if we look at what we need for our tile map here, all right, so I'll switch the order of those just so it flows with exactly the way we have it. So let's make this here, right, and then put this here, and then in this this thing right here, I'm just gonna put that on the second line, put that on the first line. Okay, good. All right. So here we have this. So so we have tile size. We have map size. What else do we need? And we just need the file path, really, huh? And we just need the file path. Okay, so what I will do, just to make sure that this is working, is I will actually use I will actually just use the texture from this game. I'm going to switch this out, but I know that the dimensions and stuff are correct. So this is why I will use it. All right, so if I go to resources, images, tiles. All right, so I'm using in this, I'm using tiles, equipment master level. All right, so I'm using this, copy this, and I'm going to put this on the desktop here. Resources, tile maps. I should probably put it. I'm probably gonna put that in images. Or texture sheets. Right, if I go back now to that PPO thing. Copy. So now I'm gonna do no resources images texture sheets .png. Okay, awesome. Great, and I will check. I think I need to just make sure. I'm gonna copy the. I'm just gonna copy the settings over from this as well. So this was the tile map. So 48, 48. Um, okay, so 32. All right, so 48, 48, 32. Okay, so I'm gonna do 32 here, and then 48, 48. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Cool. Save that, and I just want to make sure that all the uh, scrolling and stuff was good. So so in this texture selector thing, um, yeah, so bounds, offset. Let me just make sure that all this is identical real fast because all right, so 40. All right, so yeah, make this 40, and then I'm gonna make this down here. What was this? That was 20. Good. Mm-hmm. Cool. And I hope I use the exact same. Yeah, I use the exact same for all that. Good. All right, so everything should be fine. If I see any issues, I'll fix those issues. Okay, so that looks good. Bam. So that's how we're gonna initialize the tile map. Go back to editor here. Then we got to initialize the texture selector. Void init texture selector. Okay. And we do that by um, mhm. Okay. All right. Great. 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 All right. So this texture selector equals std make unique. Uh, map. All right. So if we go back to here, this texture. So what we need? We need the string. The the data file path for the so this is going to be config. Okay, that's this data thing right here. Okay. And then we need okay. All right, so this is where we should probably have the tile size somewhere outside here. So this is what I will do. Tile map, um, unsigned. Actually, you know what? We'll grab this dynamically from. I think we'll just grab this dynamically from here as well. Do we need the map size as well? I don't think we need the map size. No, 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 no. Bound size. Okay. Okay. We can actually grab, well, why not? Let's just grab this dynamically from, this one variable from this document here. Okay. Okay, but you're just going to get rid of that. It's just going to grab that. And then we need this. Okay. And now you should probably give reference to this function too. Here. Okay. All you need right there. And then so the bounds position is going to be well 0, 0, and then we have that offset. Vector 2f 0.0. Then we have bound size vector 2f, and I'm just going to grab what I had here. So I had this. Okay, that's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be a comma like that. Okay, what else? The texture sheet. Okay, so now you need to do the texture sheet of this tile map. You can get the texture sheet. So that's why we need the tile map. This tile map, get texture. Okay, and then the font. Okay, yep. This game details font. Okay. And then we just need the input time. This input time. This max input time. Bam. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's all done. And then we're not doing this sidebar thing, but we do need, all right, so this is this selector rec dot set size will be static cast float tile size here, SF vector, vector 2f okay. This selector, it's the size, fill color will be like no, green, outline thickness, yep. Yep. Just talking about that good texture, yep. So this selector rec dot set fill color to SF color transparent. This selector rect dot set outline thickness to 1.f. This selector rec dot set outline color to SF color green. This selector rec dot set texture rec to this tile map dot get texture int rec this selector rec dot set texture to this tile map get texture. All right, so that's why we needed all that stuff. Oh, and this needs to be a reference, so should do that. All right, cool. Groovy. That's sick. All right, so now we're done with all that jazz. What's wrong with this? Oh yeah, we need it. Go. Cool. Cool. So now we're going to close that down, and oh man, how much more? All right, so we did the pause menu. We don't have a pause menu, and we're not going to load the latest one because we don't have one created yet. But we could add it. All right, so we could add this. So void init load latest tile map. This tile map load from file. Okay. Okay, let me peek this definition real fast because this looks a little bit more in depth than what I thought. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, let me see what we have here in this tile map thing, because this, okay. This file path, okay, so that file path's the same as this file path. That's going to be the same as that file path, so that should be fine. So that file path equals load the texture. Yeah, so that's that file path, and then all right, and yeah, and I already have it in here. So this is the S. All right, so I already have this set up to load the latest tile map, so we should be good. We should be good with the way that we set it up. So it's like the way I made it here is all inclusive. Okay, so that should be good. Cool. Okay. I'm going to go back to keybinds, go to editor, and say this is just going to be back. So we go like back to main menu. Whatever I call it in settings, what I call it. Back to main menu, we'll call that. So that's all it's going to do right now until we have a pause menu. Okay, so now we're back in editor here. All right, so we're done with our initializers finally. Man, that was a lot. All right, cool. Okay, so now we'll make the constructor of the editor. Editor game details pointer game details. Okay, that's all that's going to be, just like every other state. That's how it is, right? Yeah, just like that. All right, then virtual editor. All right, cool. Main menu.h constructor constructor. Got that. All right, so in here, and then we just got two state do this. Okay, then we got to just add all these to this init variables, this init keybinds, this init text, this init tile map, this init texture selector, this init load latest tile map. Okay, good. Constructor's done. I'll just put this over here as well. I'm definitely not gonna have time to finish this, but see how far we can get. Okay, it's just my destructor. Cool. So that's fine. Just keep checking out what we have here. All right. So yeah. So update tile type. Cool. Update tile rotation. Yeah. All right, so the tile type, tile rotation. So let's just go ahead and get those out of the way because they're very easy. So update functions. So void update tile rotation. Update functions. So if this tile rotation is less than this this max tile rotation, then essentially what do we want to do here? Okay, so essentially what we want to do is this tile rotation will be incremented by 90. Okay, else if this tile rotation equals equals max rotation, this tile rotation will equal 0. Okay. So void update tile tile type. What's the other one? Oh yeah. All right. So yeah. So tile type. Okay. Okay. So if this tile type update if this tile type is less than this max tile type, then this tile type is going to get incremented by 1. That should work. This isn't, oh, okay, so this is not going to work like that. Okay, so the tile type here will have to be like an int or something, so we'll just do, or, I mean, we could be like, we could do it like this, switch this way, this, all right, so switch, Alright, so we can say if this tile height. Nah, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to maintain. Alright, yeah, so change this to a short. Change this to a short. Alright, so you're gonna have to come in here and change this every time. So this is gonna be 0. And we can get rid of the max tile type now. So go back to tile map here. Because that's just not gonna work the way I thought it would. So go to tile here. Right, cool. So 6 is going to be the max right now. Okay. Great. If this tile type is less than 6, then this tile type can get incremented by 1. Else, if this max tile type, then up here we gotta put 6. Okay. Yeah. Else, if this is at that, then this tile height equals 0 now. Okay. So it is, and we'll have to static cast that. So okay, so that's how we'll do the tile type. Okay. And yep, now we got to update the tile layers. Void update tile layers. Okay. All right, I got like 20 minutes before I gotta go to. So this tile, all right, so if, just like the same as all this, just tile layers max tile layers. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. All right, now, oh boy. All right, so now we need to update. All right, so this is the cursor text. So this is like the debugging info. It's like the debugging info. So it's door name that size. Okay, so we're gonna void update debug text. Or I'll say call this like cursor text. Cursor. Cursor. I would call this cursor text just in case we add like a generic text to it's fine. Don't switch that out. Okay, so we're good. All right, so update cursor text. Okay, so essentially, all right, so if this, if fs keyboard fs is key, what's it? Keyboard is press key, right? Okay, press, oh no. So, what's it again? It's F4 key. SF keyboard key. And we have this keep by map at backspace and this get input time. Okay, that's what we need. Okay, so this is like when we want to erase the door name. If this door name dot size is greater than 0, then this door name dot pop back. All right, because like a string's like a vector, it behaves the exact same way as a vector, so that's how that works. All right. All right, so now cool. All right, so if this game details event dot type is equal to SF event text entered, and essentially all of this. But essentially, all right, so we have a lot of keys like manipulating. We have a lot of keys manipulating like the rotation and stuff. So when you type in a door, you have to hold shift. Actually, what is it? It's got to hold left shift. You gotta do the left shift. All right, so everything's gonna be capital, but it's better than it's better than it's better than you know. All right, it's better than it's just the easiest way to do it. All right, so now if this game all right, so if this game details text no event all right, event text Unicode is greater than is less than 128. All right, so I think like this is like the ASCII, something ASCII specific. This is like how you register an event. Okay. All right, so this is like ignoring the backspace and stuff like that. This is what all this is. It's like, and all these are specific codes for ASCII. Okay, cool. And this is not equal to 8. It's 8. And not equal to 27 because something's going on with those. I don't know. There's a reason why it's not. Can't. I would have to look up like what 27 and what 8 is in ASCII, but it's just like I'm pretty sure it's like the backspace. So like as long as it's not the backspace and yeah, then you should be good. And the last thing is this door name dot size is less than 20. And that's just to put a cap on how mini, how big greater than equal is less than or equal to 20. All right, so that just puts a cap on that. Then how long your door name can be. All right, yeah. Then this door name got pushed back this why. All right, so now you have to take the Unicode and cast it back to a char essentially. So you got to do static cast char this game details event text dot Unicode. Okay, and that's how you do it. Okay, cool, just like that. Beautiful. Okay, and now this is going to set the position of the mouse. Okay, so mouse position GUI. I don't even know what I have mouse position GUI for. What's mouse position GUI? Okay. Okay, so this has to do with the default window position. For right now, we'll just do this to the window. I think that should be fine. So this mouse position, what was I doing? Let's go back here. I gotta finish this up because I gotta run. So editor plus 100 minus 50. All right, so essentially this text that set this cursor text dot set position to this static cast load this mouse position window plus 100 point f plus 100 point f and oh yeah, dot x and then y. What did I have here? Minus 50 for the y. All right, and these are just variables that I experimented with before, and they look pretty good. So there you go. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah. All right, so now we need to do an std string stream, call that ss. All right, then the string stream is going to have the following information. So we have the, all right, so we'll have mouse mouse position window. We'll have a new line. Okay, we don't have all the other mouse positions right now, but oh, all right. So you know what? We will need the tile size for the mouse position tile. Okay, I understand why we need that now. Okay, so all right, so mouse. All right, so let's go back to state here. So mouse position tile. Okay, divided by this tile size. Mouse position view. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Mm. Okay, well, how much more? All right, we won't be able to finish this in this video. And I hate to leave this halfway done, but okay, well, I'll just finish this up. We'll complete this function and then I gotta hang it up. But so this is the top, left, and right. All right, cool, 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 cool. Tile map int rec. Yeah. So this is going to display. All right. So this is going to be the tile map int rec left top. This tile map get texture int rec dot left. This tile map get texture int rec. So we ended up using this, I guess, for this. We ended up using this for this, but all right. So if I go back here real fast, so the texture get texture. All right, tile size. Okay. All right, yeah, that's the all right, so we definitely use the yeah, we definitely use the texture int rec in there. It's just that a question of whether we actually used it in the texture selector. So that's fine. Okay. Um all right. Oh, no, top. Okay, that. Okay. Okay. Now we need so the door name actually we'll do tile rotation. We'll do uh tile no door name. Where are all these? We got the door name tile type. This door name. Oh, don't want that. Okay, that. Uh, tile type. This tile type. and then we have the tile layer. Okay. And I think that should be it. Patient. Yep. All right, and then we just this text no, this cursor text dot set string will be equal to ss string like that. Okay, awesome. So we are kind of halfway done with the editor by this point. I am not going to commit this because I just wouldn't commit anything that's kind of like in the middle of being done without being able to like kind of compile. But I guess we could compile this just to make sure that there's nothing wrong with. All right, so you see. So what's this? This is so a reference 98. Okay. So tile map get texture. Okay, so maybe it's having issues with it being a const here. So let me um maybe it's having issues with it being a const here. As far as an L value, what the heck? Tile map dot get texture. Um reference requires and requires an L value. What does that mean? Okay. Let's check this code over here. Oh, this was okay. All right. So I think over here on the tile map, if I have get texture here on the tile map CPP. All right. All right. So what you will need to do is you'll need to make this a constant texture pointer. I think I have to do this here as well. That's just the way you got to do it. And you'll have to return that as a reference there, like that. Okay. Cannot convert. All right, to unsigned U. Okay, so tile map. So all right. Just one more thing here. We just got to change the tile map here. Yeah, so this has got to be a U. It's got to be a U right there. Editor 45. 45. Okay, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we fixed a bunch of little low-level stuff. Yeah, so essentially just make sure all that's there. So you got to make sure that this is a constant pointer, and you have to use the reference sign there on the return value. And then in the editor here, you got to make sure this is a vector 2u. Okay? Awesome. I got to run, but I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.